In the next 6 minutes, you'll understand what the Optimism Superchain is and what it means for you. I'm Chris, the host of Optimism Show, and I'm here to break down complex concepts for you to keep up with the developments in tech, blockchain, and AI. By the end of this video, you'll know the main problem with Ethereum and how the superchain solves it, what is the Optimism Superchain, where the superchain stands in 2025, and why the superchain matters. The current problem with Ethereum. Imagine a single mega highway where everyone drives. Commuters, trucks, buses, race cars. It's safe and reliable, but traffic jams are constant and tolls spike during rush hour. Why does it matter? When the main highway gets crowded, everyday apps, payments, games, marketplaces become slow or expensive. Innovation stalls because nobody wants to build on a road that jams every evening. How do we fix it? We add extra roads and shuttle buses that carry groups of people off the main highway, then merge back in only to check tickets and confirm arrivals. This keeps the main road secure while moving most of the activity elsewhere. What is the Optimism Superchain? Imagine each blockchain as a city. The superchain is a network of cities that share the same laws, safety standards, and transit rules, all anchored to the same global notary, which is Ethereum for final security. Each city can operate at its own pace, but they interoperate because they follow the same rulebook. Instead of one giant city, you get many well-organized cities that feel consistent. If your business works in one city, it's much easier to expand to another. If you're a citizen, aka user, you can travel city to city without changing passports, money, or apps. But how do you use it? For users, you open an app and it chooses a city behind the scenes. You just notice lower costs and faster confirmations. For builders, you can deploy your app in an existing city or launch a new city following the shared rulebook. Every time you deploy, you can leverage the OP stack. Think of it like a city blueprint kit, giving you the base infrastructure, governance, and support. In a nutshell, think of the superchain as a federation. No single operator runs the whole show. The rulebook is public, the safety anchor is independent, and cities can be added without breaking others. This spreads out risk and builds long-term reliability. Let's talk real numbers, because behind every big idea, there's proof in the data. The team behind Optimism, called OP Labs, has raised around $175 million in total funding, including a $150 million Series B round co-led by heavyweights Andreessen Horowitz and Paradigm. Beyond private funding, the Optimism Collective has committed over $3 billion in token-based grants to support builders, infrastructure, and public goods projects that strengthen the superchain. In early 2025, the superchain averaged about 11 million transactions per day. By late 2025, that number had nearly doubled to 20 million plus daily transactions, representing well over half of all Layer 2 activity on Ethereum. In short, activity keeps climbing fast. In the first half of 2025, Base, Coinbase's chain built on the OP stack, led with roughly $3.4 billion in total value locked, TVL, while OP Mainnet continued securing billions on its own. Altogether, by late 2025, the superchain ecosystem was protecting around $21 billion in assets and processing more than 58% of all Ethereum L2 transactions. It's not theory. It's a high-functioning network at massive scale. Why the Optimism Superchain matters? Ethereum has always been the secure base layer, the world computer, but it's crowded and expensive when traffic spikes. The superchain gives Ethereum breathing room. All those new chains, Base, Zora, OP Mainnet, and others, handle activity off-chain, then settle the results back on Ethereum. That means Ethereum stays the source of truth while millions of extra transactions happen faster and cheaper on its side roads. If you've ever asked, which chain am I on? That's the problem. The superchain makes it irrelevant. You just use an app. Fees drop, speed rises, and you don't even realize your transaction hopped between networks. It's like using the internet. You don't care which data center served your request. You just click and it works. For developers, the superchain is plug-and-play infrastructure. You can build on existing chains or spin up your own using the same open blueprint, the OP stack. That means less time on setup, more time shipping features. You still get Ethereum level security, shared liquidity, and an audience that already knows how your app works. The superchain isn't just tech, it's coordination. Dozens of chains using the same base rules create stronger network effects and clearer metrics. Instead of scattering value across disconnected ecosystems, liquidity and usage now compound inside one connected network. It's a bet on standardization, the same way the internet's shared protocols turned a bunch of networks into the web. So, in a nutshell, the Optimism Superchain connects multiple cities, blockchains built on the same open source foundation, the OP stack. They share the same rules, which means apps, users, and assets move easily across them. Every transaction still anchors back to Ethereum, the global source of truth. Instead of stretching one chain to its limits, the superchain scales by coordination. Many fast, efficient chains working as one. Over $3 billion has been committed to fund builders, infrastructure, and governance, and upgrades continue to make everything faster and more connected. This isn't just an experiment anymore. It's a living ecosystem, growing, collaborating, and becoming the backbone of Ethereum's next era. The superchain isn't just the future of Ethereum, it's Ethereum evolved. If this saved you hours of research, hit subscribe to Optimism Show right now. Every week I unpack what's happening in blockchain, AI, and tech. Clear, real, and actually useful. Tap subscribe, stay ahead of the curve, and make smarter moves before everyone else even knows what's happening.